Did you know that you can grow your own pharmacy right in your backyard? You most certainly can. I do it and you can do it too. I am going to share with you 21 herbs that I grow right here in my backyard in containers to heal my mind and my body. Free of cost. Really, really easy to grow. Most of them can be grown, if not all, in containers. So simple and easy. It is important for you to note that no information provided in this video is professional medical advice. None of the herbs mentioned in this video should be used as a substitute for any of your doctor recommended or prescribed medication. They're solely based on old people right here in Jamaica. And to be honest, I trust the old people over the pharmaceuticals. And so this is just knowledge that I've garnered living from the soil, basically. So it's not medical advice. No, let's jump into it. Panadol. Panadol is super easy to grow. I plant it from cuttings and it stores its own water just like this oregano, and so it is easy to propagate. Now, it is absolutely prolific, and so I recommend planting it in containers because it will take over your entire garden, especially if you have a small gardening space like myself. Now, Panadol is used for cold medicine, basically, coughs and colds and pains. That's what we use it for. So if we get the cold, we make some Panadol tea. That's not the pill. It is the herb, guys. We make some Panadol tea and it soothes, it relieves some of that congestion and helps you with coughing. And so plant some Panadol once you're able to get your hands on that plant. It is so easy to grow. Vervain. Now, vervain is said to be good for the nerves. If you work hard like myself, you know sometimes you get a little bit shaky and you need something to calm your nerve. Vervain is one of those go-to herbs for me to just soothe, apart from soursop leaf, which is not on the list for today. Guys, I grow so many herbs. Vervain is said to be good for depression as well. Life can be so stressful, and so if you can find something, some tea bush in your garden that will help to soothe you and to put you to bed at night, vervain is one of those. And during COVID, it became very popular because it was also good to boost the immune system. And so, and as I said earlier in the video, guys, it is not professional medical advice. It is just something that work for us. Old people do it and they pass it on to the younger generation, and we make use of those herbs. I believe on this earth, there are herbs to heal every sickness. It's just for us to tap into that resource, free resource that our Creator provides for us, educate ourselves on the herbs that are around us, and use them to benefit our bodies. And so, vervain is another. It grows wild as well. It is easy to grow. Plant it in a container, well drained soil, and it will do fantastic. I love it, and it tastes pleasant. Some of these does not taste pleasant, mind you. I'll get to some of those shortly. One of those that tastes pleasant is peppermint. Peppermint is perfect to soothe your stomach, guys. And also, for a bonus, it freshens the bed. Do not replace your toothpaste with peppermint, but it also helps to freshen the breath. But it is absolutely good for your stomach, upset stomach. That's what I use it for. And some of these herbs we use for the same purposes. But if you don't have one, then you can use the other. Know what I mean? I grew up with migraine headache. Peppermint is one of those go-to, so do not run to aspirin first thing. Peppermint helps with headache a lot. I struggled with headache. Up until now, I have to do my hair myself because of headache. Peppermint helps with my headache, and I'm sure it will help with others too. Yeah, it's my go-to headache medication right there. Peppermint. One of my favorite. It tastes so good. Enjoy the tea, so it is medicine, but I also enjoy that as a hot beverage. So it's a pleasure to have mint, guys. any sort of mint. I'll get to a few more mints before we are done with this video. Now, if there are any questions, you can pause my video and leave your comments before you forget. All right, guys? I enjoy answering your questions, and providing this video was provided for you because of your request to do the herbs video. And so please leave your comments requesting your videos for future videos. All right, let's move on. Up next is a multi-purpose herb, thyme. Now, thyme can be a little bit tricky to grow, and that is because we don't understand how the plant behaves. Thyme loves full sun and well-drained soil. It does not like moisture on its legs, on its feet. Do not keep a lot of water on thyme. Very little water and a lot of sunlight, and thyme should do well. It does not require a lot of fertilizer. Some manure, some compost is fine to keep your thyme producing for you for years. No, thyme is a very good herb for lowering blood pressure and also cholesterol. Now, it is also good for birthing mothers. It is said to speed up the birthing process whenever pregnant woman goes into labor. Old people said it, and if old people say it, if it's not true, it's very close to the truth. And so I trust them. Make some thyme tea when you start going into labor, ladies, and it will speed it up for you. Let me know how that goes for you. Thyme also supports your respiratory system. So it's, and not to mention the recipes that you can include thyme in. Chicken is not chicken without thyme. Soup is not soup without thyme. And so it is versatile. It's a versatile herb to grow, and it's easy to grow once you understand how the plant operates. Rosemary. Rosemary, it looks similar to thyme. They might be related, I'm not sure. They grow similarly. I plant them in well-drained soil, full sunlight, and what minimum watering, and it does fantastic. I understand it does well in cooler countries as well. So guys, if you're planting it in a cooler zone than us here in the tropics, let me know how it does for you in the cooler temperatures. Now, rosemary is a fantastic herb. It smells divine. It can be used to cook with, and it can be used to make your teas and essential oils. It is, I was told it is very good for mental health. We all need help in these days and age. We need help with our mental health. Understand it soothes you, makes you feel good, and we all need to feel good at times, right, guys? It is also good for your skin and your hair. Yes, rosemary is good for your skin and it's good for your hair. So, guys, plant some rosemary and enjoy it. It is absolutely delicious in beef, especially chicken too, and the tea. It is so satisfying. So, rosemary is a go-to herb for me. It has to be in my garden all the time. Now, dill. I enjoy dill pickles. The flavor is like no other pickle. I love it. The list of benefits from dill is just too much. It's a beautiful plant. It grows really easily. I plant it the same way as I plant the rosemary and the thyme, even though I am growing it in my garden for the first time. But the list, guys, for dill is amazing. The amount of benefits that this one herb has. Dill lowers cholesterol. It's good for diabetes. It's good for insomnia. It helps with digestion. It helps with your heart health, bone health, your immune system. It helps with menstrual cramps, diarrhea, and the list goes on. There are so many benefits from this delicious herb. It's unbelievable, guys. Dog blood, guys. Yes, dog blood, otherwise called pigeon berry. Growing up, we knew nothing called septimal menstrual. At that time of the month, guys, our parents sent us to pick a piece of dog blood, and that is what we use for menstrual cramps. What is septimal menstrual? We didn't know that. It is also said to be good in general for the female's reproductive system. No, this is not scientifically proven, guys. Old folks, old folks swear by these methods of treating these ailments and illnesses at home. If you're having problems with your reproductive system, drink some dog blood. Now, again, I want to remind you that nothing in this video is professional medical advice. If you're having a serious problem, consult your physician first. These are things that helps us and I'm sharing with you. Okay, guys, and feel free to let me know. For those of you who have tried any of these herbs and they work for you, feel free to let me know in the comments. All right, I like to hear your testimony. Fever grass or lemongrass. Now, as the name suggests, fever grass. If you get a fever growing up, you're getting some fever grass. Fever grass originated in Sri Lanka and it is used to make essential oils, and those oils you can use to soothe cuts and bruises, insect bites, stuff like that. You can use um, lemongrass oils for, but the tea is also so delicious, and it is also a versatile herb. It is used to cook with. I use it to steam fish. I use it to cook in rice. It is so versatile, and so it is another of my favorites, and it must be in the garden. It grows like crazy, and I recommend planting that in a container as well because it produces offsprings, and it also seeds at some point, and those seeds fall and grow like crazy. It is a weed. It grows, well, it's a grass. It spreads like wild grass, so you want to plant that in a container as well to keep it in one space if you don't have a large land space working with. But fever grass is so good for you guys. Fever grass also reduces arthritis. And so for those of us, I myself getting up in age, those joints will eventually start giving us problem. They'll start giving way. The wear and tear on them it will start manifest itself in the form of pain in those joints. Fever grass is said to be a good remedy for arthritis. Cerasee. Some persons refer to it as bitter melon. Cerasee is a bitter herb. This is one we enjoy it. It is bitter, but we enjoy the flavor of cerasee. Not everyone will enjoy it because if it is sipped properly, it is bitter, but it is one of the best detox. If you have stomach problem, your belly won't stop hurting you, and you're wondering, what can I use to detox? There's a wasp trying to bite me. What can I use to detox my body? Cerasee. Make some cerasee tea and have that, and it will flush out your system. Cerasee is also very good for your skin. When I got pregnant, my first child, my mother said, "Look, drink a lot of cerasee. It will make your baby skin pretty." Now I was warned against drinking too much, but in everything that we do, we use moderation. So cerasee is good for your skin, and it's good for detox. Get all of those toxins out of your stomach. It will take over the entire place. It vines, and so it will take over the entire place as well. So I plant my cerasee in a tire right next to me, and it dies back and then come back to life. Each time it gets so hot, it dies and then it comes back. It just keeps dropping seed and just regrowing, and so I enjoy growing cerasee. It's said to manage blood sugar as well. So diabetics tend to drink it to lower their blood sugar, try and regulate it, and then pre-diabetics drink it to try and not get diabetes, full-blown diabetes. So it is good to regulate. Bitter herbs are usually very good to regulate blood sugar. Cullen mint. Now, Cullen mint is one of those that propagates really easily as well. It grows like crazy. It grows seeds. And so you want to plant this in a container too, because this also grows like crazy. A lot of these herbs, they grow like crazy. And I believe there's a reason for that. They were placed on earth to heal people, and that is why they produce so much, because I believe our creator he knew these ailments were coming, and so he provided for his people before we even got here. And that is, I believe that's the reason why they're so prolific. So you want to plant Cullen mint in a container as well. Now Cullen mint, also known as colic mint, it is good for your stomach as well, and it also said to improve your brain function. It provides a refreshing, soothing effect, and it helps with sleep. And so a lot of persons who I know who have trouble sleeping will have a warm cup of, instead of milk, to sit in your stomach overnight. You don't want to drink milk too late. Instead of having milk, which help to soothe you as well, chocolate milk especially, you have a cup of Cullen mint, and that will help to soothe you and help you to sleep if you're having trouble going to sleep. Cuban oregano. Now I have this growing in two varieties, I think three. I have the variegated white and variegated green along with this plain green one. Oh, this is another one that grows like weed. It is a succulent plant. It stores its own water, so it does not die easily. Wherever this falls, it will grow. But this is so good for you. It's good. I knew this first as mint. Before I knew it was Cuban oregano, I knew it as mint and coolie thyme, and we used this in soup when we were in the country. I didn't drink it as tea until I started my own garden. This is amazing, guys. Cuban oregano is anti-inflammatory, has antioxidants and antimicrobial properties, good for the respiratory system. I went to St. Elizabeth, I believe 2 years ago, and we saw elderly woman picking a whole bunch of this, and we asked her, what do you use it for? And she said she used it to um drain her sinuses. So this is good for your respiratory system. It was a very old woman, and she had a whole bunch of it. She said this is all she used. She does not take medicine for any form of sinus problem or cold. And so this is one of those very, very good herbs to have in your garden, bearing in mind that it will take over your garden if you don't control it. Leaf of life. Now, growing up, leaf of life was our cold medicine. Our parents warmed it over some heat, crushed it with some garlic, sweeten it with some honey, and that is what we got for cough medicine growing up. We didn't know DPH. What is DPH? I think we have stepped away from what really helped us, because now if you realize sometimes you give your kids these medicine and it does not really help. The cold still lasts the duration of the time period and they don't get much relief. When you get some leaf of life and garlic with some honey in the morning, you're going to school. Trust me, it works. Guys, let me know in the comment who used to take that or still take that for cold right now. But there are other benefits that leaf of life provides. Leaf of life is known to have antibacterial, antifungal, and antihistamine properties. Antihistamine as it relates to the cold. You crush the leaves for insect bites, bruises, and it relieves pain and anxiety disorder. So it has many other benefits apart from that one that we use it for. You can crush it, squeeze the juice from it, and just rub it onto the insect bite, and it will soothe it. Just like the soothing gels that we're purchasing from the pharmacies, pharmaceutical companies. God, He knows what in them. You can use that leaf of life juice to rub on those little itching mosquito bites and stuff like that, and it works. Spearmint is another mint I have grown in the garden. It tastes like bubblegum. The tea, it smells like bubblegum and it tastes like bubblegum, especially if you sweeten the tea with a little honey or whatever sweetener you use, some syrup, whatever you use to sweeten your teas. It is delicious. Most mint are good for gas, including this one. Spearmint is also very good for gas. So if you get some gas, drink some spearmint tea and you'll burp and you'll feel much better. Spearmint is also good for digestion. It improves memory and it reduces stress. Who don't want to reduce stress in these days? I know I do. So I'm going to drink some spearmint. Think you should plant some too. Spirit weed. Culantro or shadow benny. I'm referring to the same herb. Now, this is a very prickly herb and it has a very high smell. Not everyone likes it, but spirit weed is so good for you. It is loaded with nutrients. Spirit weed has high levels of vitamin A, vitamin B2, vitamin B1, and vitamin C. It's a rich source of calcium and iron, and it is also delicious in meals. So many persons, especially in Trinidad or neighboring Caribbean country, they include it in a lot of their meals and it is absolutely delicious. Us in Jamaica, we don't use it in a lot of meals. Not that I know of, we do, but we use it for teas. And so it's a very good herb to include in your garden. Another one that seeds as well as it propagates itself. It spreads. So plant it in a container. If you don't have land space, it will cover your entire bed. Rice bitters, also known as king of bitters. It has that name for a reason, guys. It is bitter, but it is super good for you. No, rice bitters produces a ton of seeds, and so it also spreads. I'm telling you about these herbs and spreading, but it's for a reason. It is to help us humans. I really don't deserve it at times, but they propagate themselves in order to multiply. So we always have a constant supply of these herbs. No, rice bitters has so many health benefits. It boosts the immune system, it supports digestion, and it promotes healthy liver. Now, in black people, especially, we have a thing, a disease called fatty liver. You can be skinny and have fatty liver, guys. Rice bitters will help with your liver health. Fatty liver is not something good to have because sometimes it is not curable. You can't go back from it. So you want to include a little of these bitter herbs to help member your liver get rid of toxins out of your body. It deals with all the toxins, so it needs as much help as possible. So these bitter herbs, that's how they come in. They will help out your liver in getting rid of the toxins out of your body, and these herbs will help to keep your liver clean. That's what we want, to remain healthy, right, guys? Who wants a liver transplant? I know, not me. I don't want it. Guinea Hen Weed. Guinea Hen Weed, also known as garlic weed and gully root. It is famous in Jamaica for the relief of headache, fever, and colds. Guys, I cannot use Guinea Hen weed. I am sharing this information because it helps everybody else in my family except me. So these things, as I said earlier, something that it is not medicine, professional medical advice, I should say. I cannot use Guinea Hen weed. It will make me worse. It elevates my headache, but it is good for headache. I don't know why, but I cannot use it, but it is very good for headache, guys. My mother would just put some white rum on it, put it on the head, especially the root of it, or soak the root in some white rum and then use that to sap the head, and your headache is gone. My headache would be coming, but it is very good. Let me know those of you who are able to use Guinea Hen weed. Your girl cannot use it. No, it will literally kill me. Pepper elder. That's another one that I recently planted in my garden. But growing up, old folks swear by its benefits as it relates to colic, getting rid of colic, and is very good for gas. Now, growing up, we ate so many mix-up. Jackfruit, apple, fry. What is fry? Animal fat, fry and eat it with fried dumpling. All sort of things. We got colic on a regular. Now, once my mother smells colic in the house, we are going to get the pepper elder. Once you get the pepper elder to drink, you're going to school. I have never been absent from school due to illness. Thanks be to God, because there is always a bush to heal any disease or ailment. You're drinking the bush tea and you are going to school. God rest her soul. But there is always a bush for something growing up. And pepper elder is one that we use to cure colic, whether they're big or small. Ginger. I am not sure if ginger is a herb. Let me know in the comments, guys. But I use it as herb as well as spice. One of our favorite. I think it is safe to say ginger is my all-time favorite in terms of taste that I use for everything in the garden. Herb as well as spice for cooking. But ginger has so many medicinal benefits. It's just unbelievable the amount of things just packed in one little tuber. We also use the leaves for cooking. Now, ginger is good to relieve nausea, it reduces pain, it improves your blood sugar and cholesterol levels, it supports heart health. Guys, it is delicious in both beverages and in meals. And so it earned its place as my favorite. We love it in almost all fruit juices. It's just amazing. And in meals, not to mention your curry, your jerk, brown stew, rice and peas, stew peas, the list goes on. You don't want to bite a piece of ginger in your curry chicken though. No, that's just not cool. But guys, ginger is just it's just like garlic. As I said, not all the herbs in the garden will be in this 21 herb video. I might need to do a part 2 because I have so many things growing in the garden that we use as herbs and as medicine. And I might just do a part 2 for you. But moving on. Turmeric is another all-purpose herb. I don't fancy the taste of turmeric. It does not have a really eye flavor like ginger. It's closer to curry in flavor, but the benefits from turmeric is amazing. I've not used the leaves from the turmeric, but the tuber I use for so many things here at home. Turmeric helps to prevent cancer, we were told. Good for inflammation. It helps with Alzheimer's disease, arthritis, heart health. It boosts the immune system. It helps with memory. It helps with digestion. It's good for your skin. Helps with depression. It's good for your joints. There are just so many benefits when it comes on to turmeric. I just love it, and that's a must for my garden as well. I always have turmeric growing in my garden, and it produces amazing in containers. Yes, guys. And I didn't say, but ginger also I produce in containers. Amazing. I have a herb in my garden that I've been calling eucalyptus, but I understand it's Vicks. But in any case, surprisingly, both herbs are good for the same things, and so it is called Vicks, the Vicks plant. This is amazing. Good cold medicine, just like the Panadol. The smell is amazing. So it is used for essential oils that can be used for so many things, guys. It's perfect to make essential oil due to the aromatic oil-rich leaves, which contains menthol and camphor. See, though that smell that you smell in your inhalers and stuff like that, it's from that Vicks plant that it is produced. But there are other chemicals in those inhalers. So if you can make your own essential oil from your Vicks plant, then that would be ideal, wouldn't it be? I think so. And so that I love growing that. That was a recent addition to my garden, and I'm enjoying that. I made tea with it. It is too strong. I think I placed too many leaves in the tea. Guys, it is super strong, and it helps with pests in the garden as well, so that's a plus. The pests don't like the smell of the Vicks plant at all. Last but by no means least is aloe vera. Aloe vera is a super herb in your garden. It's a must plant, and it grows well in a container. How cool is that? Aloe vera helps regulate blood sugar. It helps soothe insect bites. It's perfect for detoxing the body. It's good for your hair, and it is good for your skin, and a host of other benefits. The benefits are endless when it comes on to aloe vera. Bitter herbs are good for you. Now, that's the end of it for today, guys. I hope this video was helpful and answered, and what should I say, met your expectations for this request, guys. Thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate you so very much. For those of you who offered me super thanks, Miss Always Fortunate, thank you so much for your contribution. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And for those of you who have been hyping the videos, thank you, appreciate it. Please continue to like and leave your comments. Guys, subscribe if you've not already done so. It's absolutely free. Press that subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post new videos. Please subscribe, guys. It's free. Free, free. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Leave your request in the comments. Bye, guys.